Lagos State government intensifies clearance of waterfront dislodges illegal occupant shanties along Lekki Coastal Road. Wife of the president seeks end to maternal and child death. On the foreign scene, 5 Spanish passengers die as helicopter crashes in Hudson River, New York. And Sport National Sports Commission inaugurates subcommittees for 2025 Sport Festival in Ogun State. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development has intensified its enforcement effort at the Okunde Blue Water Scheme located along the Lekki Coastal Road, Lekki, with a follow-up operation aimed at dislodging illegal occupant and dismantling newly emergent shanties in the area. The operation was led by the Commissioner for Ministry, Ekundayo Alebioshu, who noted that the exercise is in continuation of a previous cleanup effort and serves as a firm deterrent to those attempting to reoccupy government-owned land with unauthorized structures. Alebioshu reiterated the Lagos State government commitment to the full reclamation and strategic utilization of the area for the development of a world-class blue water scheme and a coastal road network that will serve the needs of Lagosians. He emphasized that sustained monitoring and the periodic enforcement exercise will be employed to preserve the integrity of cleared sites. Alebioshu stressed that the progress recorded during the ministry's reclamation exercise in September last year will not be allowed to go to waste, reaffirming the state government resolve to prevent any form of illegal resettlement on the land. The Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has explored the potential of biogas solutions to global environmental challenges like air pollution, climate change, and water contamination, among others. Managing Director of LOMA, Muyiwa Gbadegesian, stated this while delivering a lecture at an event held at LOMA's headquarters in Ijora-Olokpa with the theme, Catalyzing Innovation Through Collaboration, Unleashing the Power of the Triple Helix of Government, Industry and Academia. Gbadegesian described the event, a Lunch and Learn series, as an informal but intellectually stimulating platform designed to spark dialogue, encourage research and enhance capacity within the agency. He said the event is the first in a series of knowledge-sharing initiatives designed to foster innovation and build strategic partnerships in the waste management sector, and marks LOMA's commitment to environmental sustainability and leadership in operational excellence. Gbadegesian added that LOMA is a scientific organization with scientific officers and recognizes the importance of academia in addressing waste management challenges, hence the need to prioritize research and continuous learning to develop strategic solutions tailored to the region's specific needs. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron, has expressed strong support for the Federal Executive Council's approval of the continuation of the Naira for Crude policy, a move the association believes could mark a turning point in the country's energy sector. Petron's National Public Relations Officer Joseph Obele said the association is optimistic that the policy combined with the recent drop in global crude oil prices will lead to more affordable fuel prices for Nigerian consumers. According to Petron, this change will not only ease pressure on the foreign exchange market but also encourage investment in the country's refining infrastructure and improve Nigeria's overall energy security. The Naira for Crude policy involves the sale of crude oil to domestic refineries such as the Dangote refinery and others in Naira instead of US dollars. Now to the rest of the stories. Wife of the president, Oluremi Tinubu, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to reducing maternal and child mortality through targeted health interventions across the country. Speaking during an engagement with traditional rulers in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, Mrs. Tinubu stressed the importance of grassroots involvement in addressing health challenges, especially among women and children. She called on monarchs to support the federal government's Renewed Hope initiative by sensitizing their communities to the availability of free healthcare services, including treatment of HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis. According to her, traditional institutions remain vital to the success of these interventions, especially in rural areas where they wield influence. Also speaking, the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Alipate, said over 8,500 frontline health workers had been trained in the Northeast alone, including 1,300 from Taraba State. He added that more than 1,000 health facilities in the region received a quarterly disbursement from the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, with 170 of them located in Taraba State. Nigeria has renewed calls for the release of Niger Republic's deposed President Mohamed Bazoum, held in the West African country with his wife since his ouster in a military coup in 2023. Bazoum was overthrown after just 2 years in office by the head of his presidential guard, Abdurrahman Tiani, over allegations of failing to protect the nation from jihadist attacks. Nigerian Information Minister Mohammed Idris said Nigeria will continue to press that he get freedom. The United Nations in February called the coup's detention arbitrary and called for their immediate release. Niger also left ECOWAS as it moves closer to its two neighbors, Burkina Faso and Mali, both governed by military leaders and facing the same deadly jihadist attacks. In foreign news now, the 5 Spanish passengers who died in a helicopter crash in the Hudson River were all part of a globe-trotting family which had made its mark in the corporate world, as well as having close ties to one of Europe's biggest football clubs. Agustin Escobar and Messi Camprobi died with their 3 children, reported to be aged 4, 5, and 11. The pilot of the helicopter also died. The 5 were taken a sightseeing ride over New York when the aircraft crashed. Escobar was originally from the industrial town of Putelano in southern Spain. Camprobi Montel, a Barcelona native, also held a senior post in Siemens. In sport now, the National Sports Commission, NSC, has inaugurated 19 subcommittees to ensure the successful hosting of the 22nd National Sport Festival tagged Gateway Games Ogun 2025, scheduled to hold between May 16 and 30. Speaking during the inauguration ceremony at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja, Director General of the NSC, Bukola Olopade, described the National Sport Festival as Nigeria's version of the Olympics and a platform through which the national identifies, nurtures, and develops its best athletes to represent the country at international competitions. He recalled that the main organizing committee, inaugurated by the former Minister of Sport Development, John Eno, was tasked with ensuring a hitch-free and successful festival. Olopade added that given the caliber of individuals appointed to the subcommittees, he is confident that the mandate of the Games will be achieved. That's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables out of view of miscreant. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 51,514 graduates applied for the graduate internship program designed to expose interns to hands-on work experience? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development has intensified its enforcement effort at the Okunde Blue Water Scheme located along Lekki Coastal Road, Lekki, with a follow-up operation aimed at dislodging illegal occupant and dismantling newly emerging shanties in the area. Wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to reducing maternal and child mortality through targeted health interventions across the country. We also told you that 5 Spanish passengers who died in a helicopter crash in the Hudson River were all part of a globe-trotting family which had made its mark in the corporate world, as well as having close ties with one of Europe's biggest football clubs. And finally, in sport, the National Sport Commission, NSC, has inaugurated 19 subcommittees to ensure the successful hosting of the 22nd National Sports Festival tagged Gateway Games Ogun 2025, scheduled to hold between May 16 and 30. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Coyote Mafalashiri. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon and welcome to the Friday edition of